Welcome to another edition of Points of Interest, brought to you by the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce. My name is Paul Boucher. I'm the President and CEO of the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce. And as we do each week, present you the events that's going on in the Upper Valley and have a guest to speak on a particular topic. And this week, no different. We have Lorie McClory, who is a longtime friend, former chamber exec from the Lake Sunapee, New London area, and has a new function now, and we'll be talking to her about that program that she is running. But this week, as we all know, with the hurricane at our doorstep and going on, that a lot of activities have been canceled for the week, in fact, and people are tying down and trying to huddle in for the storm, which is a good start for the program, because the Red Cross is having a blood drive this Wednesday from noon to 5 at the Alice Peck Day Memorial Hospital here in Lebanon. And there's always a need for blood, and might be even more so, not for particular our area, but areas who got hit real bad with the hurricane. Noon to 5, as I mentioned, but if you get there at just at 5, they will continue drawing blood until the line is gone. On Thursday of this week, we have First Thursday. It's a book buffet in West Lebanon, noon to 1 at the Kilton Library on Main Street in West Lebanon. And it's an adult book group, discusses novels, biographies about music, musicians. Bring a bag lunch, and as I say, it's only an hour, and enjoy that particular program. We have Ava Gallery, Gallery Talk, and that is Thursday also from 5:30 p.m. at Ava Gallery Arts Center. Conversations with the different artists that are at Ava Gallery. For more information on that one, you can call 448-3117 to find out more about the program. We have in Canaan over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Alice in Wonderland, and that is performed by the Mascoma Valley Regional High School, 7 p.m. And it's the student production of Lewis Carroll's Classic. And so that is going to be a good program there. We have on Sunday, Camerata New England, and the program is going to feature the works of Krieg, Mozart, and Bartok for strings and piano, and that is going to be held at Sacred Heart Church, and 3:30 p.m. on Sunday, the 4th. We have a number of programs that are coming up at Lebanon Opera House. We have this past week had Buddy Guy, who performed and sold the place out. The place was sold out. We have coming up at the end of November, The Temptations, if you believe, and we'll be here at the Lebanon Opera House, November 30th, only one show, 7:30 p.m. Tickets are on sale now, and so I would suggest, if you're interested, to get your tickets pretty quick. Also at the Opera House, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy is playing. This is on November 18th. The proceeds for Child and Family Services. It's a benefit concert. 7 p.m. Sunday the 18th for tickets to that performance. And we'll talk about it more next week as we get closer to the date. And other programs that are going on there also. We have the Trumbull Hall Troupe, and they're performing Super, which is an original musical. And that will be November 9, 10, and 11 at the Lebanon Opera House. And those programs begin at 7:30 p.m., 7 p.m. on the 9th, 10th, and at 3 p.m. on the 11th. And proceeds from that are going to the Upper Valley Haven and David's House for that particular performance. We have also, the first Thursdays of every month, the Citizens Bank at Home series. And this week, it's November 1st, this coming Thursday. The Flames and Loose Cannons is performing. That is totally free, 7 p.m. at the Opera House. So a number of venues who are not too expensive or even free that are going on this week. Ava Gallery is beginning their adults community drop-in program Thursday evenings from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And the local Ava faculty is going to be talking to the group, helping them out if you have some interest in sculpturing, painting, or other visual art. They'll be there to help you and probably get you into an interest place, and that is free also. And that's the Adult Community Arts Open Studio program at Ava Gallery. We have from the SBA, which is a Small Business Administration, this is for the business community. They have an office open in Concord to help you with any issues that you're having, either taxations or funding or financing with the state. And they're going to run November 1st, 8th, 15th, 20th, and 29th from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. And I will give you a number for that one in case you want to call to make reservations. It is 225-1601, and that is Concord. But they help you quite a bit in growing a business, starting a business, you help them get finance, or any issues that might be facing a new and young business. And Miguel Morales has been doing it for a number of years and very, very helpful from the reports that we get back from the people who took advantage of this free program. There are not many free programs, but this is one, and we urge you to take advantage of it. So those are the activities this week. I hope everybody survived and is surviving the hurricane and able to receive this program. But as I mentioned, we have Lorie McClory from Grantham, who is with us this week. And as I mentioned earlier, Lorie is a former executive director of the Lake Sunapee, New London Lake Sunapee Chamber of Commerce. What is your position now that you have left the chamber?
Well, I do marketing communications for Eastman Community Association down in Grantham.
So a lot of the same type of work.
A lot of the same type of work.
Yeah. And what are you promoting?
Right now, I'm in the midst of the Lebanon Project Graduation Auction, which is on Saturday, November 17th. The live auction starts at 10 o'clock. And this is something that goes on every year, usually makes about $17,000 to $19,000 for project graduation. And so it's not just me. I have a co-chair, Patty Friedman, and we have about 20 to 30 other parents who are helping out, collecting donations, making pies and cakes, all kinds of things.
Tell us a little bit about where the funds go.
Okay. Project Graduation, it's actually a nonprofit organization, and it's a national organization. And what they promote is chemical and alcohol-free parties for graduation. And so the night of graduation, which this year is going to be June 13th, all the kids from the graduating class come over to the CCBA, 10 o'clock at night, place is shut down, and we have a magician, and Marco the magician comes in, and he also does a hypnotism act at the end of the night. We have a casino set up for the kids to come in and gamble and win some fake money they can exchange for prizes. They have a bounce house, laser tag, all kinds of stuff. It's just a great way to spend graduation night with your friends one more time, having a big party.
And then you get the use of all the facilities at the CCBA.
The pool is open, yep.
And the basketball court, yep. And weight room and such.
Yeah.
I know having participated before with my two sons,
oh, yeah.
They go in kicking and screaming because they have to be there all night, as you mentioned.
Yeah, till 4 a.m.
But the next morning they're happy that they did go.
And they're asleep.
And so they're asleep. Really, yes, they're asleep for the next day.
Right, for the whole day.
Which is great. And it's very strict. They can't leave the premises, so if they do, their parents are called as they leave.
Right, the parents come pick them up, or they have a permission slip from their parents or whatever. But yeah, we have to make sure that we have some kids who last year they had a track meet that weekend, and so the kids couldn't stay all night. They came for a couple hours and then they had to leave, so we had a list of kids who were actually going to be leaving early. But yeah, if they're leaving, their parents come pick them up because we don't want them out there that night doing anything wrong.
How many years, I don't know if you know that they've been doing it Lebanon. I know my oldest son's been out 10 years, and it goes back that far, and my other son, 8 years. So it's gone back that far at least.
Right. Right, yeah, I'm not sure how long it's been there.
Is this the only fundraising you do for Project Grad?
No, actually, the night of the bonfire and homecoming weekend, we sell concessions there, and this year they made almost $2,000 there. Then they have, we're hoping to have a raffle this year sometime in the spring, and we're looking for some donations for that as well. Probably, sport tickets usually go really well. I wish I had a picture of it too. We have a gorgeous quilt, and it's hand-stitched.
So one of Mrs. Patch's quilts?
No, not this one. It's a group of moms who quilt, so they're doing it together. But it's school colors, and each in the four corners of that, you know, has the athletics for fall, for spring, and for winter on it, and has the Raider bird right in the middle, and it's just beautiful, really nice.
In past years, they've had a cookout on the green here in Lebanon as part of the fundraiser. You got away from that. You're not doing that.
Did, yeah. Last year they decided not to do it. I mean, for the amount of work that it took, it really didn't make as much money as some of our other fundraisers. So we decided to shift gears and try to put extra energy in some of the things we knew would get us some decent money for the amount of work it takes.
Yeah. And some of the prizes I know some of them are great prizes.
Yeah.
And I guess as the night goes on, the prizes are better to encourage the kids to stay longer.
Well, one thing, yeah, I know. Well, we haven't picked those out yet.
Okay.
We have a committee who actually goes like up to Best Buy.
Oh.
And Best Buy will give us a deal on electronics. So sometimes there's TVs and things like that. But all the kids will walk out of there with some cash, gas cards, stuff that all kids need for
gas
living.
cards. I'll go for gas cards. The price of gas today.
Well, you have to stay until 4.
No. 10:30 I would be, in the corner somewhere.
We do have kids that bring sleeping bags and
do
pillows.
they? Oh, and
they kind of sack out for a little while, and yep.
And so these prizes are supported by the business community in the area.
Right. Right now, what we're working on, like I said, is the auction on November 17th. And we do have some great prizes. We actually, Dead River Companies donated 100 gallons of number 2 heating oil.
Wow.
And right now, that stands at $3.89 a gallon. So that's $389 for that, if somebody wanted to come to the auction. And, even if you get it for that price, the money goes to our nonprofit event. So that's a great prize. We have some one-night stays at some area hotels. So holidays coming up, if you have family come to visit, you can put them there, or you can put them in your house, and you can go to the hotel. You go to the hotel and stay there. We actually have one family who has a cabin up in North Concord, Vermont, which I'd never even heard of before. But I guess it's up near St. Johnsbury.
Okay.
And they're giving that cabin for 5 days.
Oh.
And it's not available in July and August, but the rest of the time it's available, and somebody said they think there's snowmobile trails that go through there. So it would be a wonderful place to go. One of our seniors, Dave Hampton, he plays on the Lebanon basketball team. And one of the things he enjoys doing is teaching kids how to play basketball, pass it on. So he's actually donated a couple hours of his time that'll be up for auction for basketball lessons for the kids. So I think that'll be a great thing for people to bid on. And then we've got tickets, like you said, the Temptations are coming. We actually have 2 tickets to the Temptations, so those will be up for auction. And we have the Wet Paint Players. They're doing this year 9 to 5 the musical. So we've got some tickets for that. And lots of fun events. We've got massages. You could probably use one of those.
No.
It'd be nice and relaxing after a day at work. And Tom has donated a GPS wrist unit, which would be great for geocaching and things like that people do. So we've got lots of stuff from lots of different businesses. Oh, I gotta remember this one, LaValley's. They've donated if I can find it now on my list, a saw, a circular saw.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I've got to go pick that up this week and get it down to our storage unit. But,
so this is at the Lebanon High School cafeteria.
It is.
Again, from 10 a.m. on the 17th. Are the items there that people will be able to see them before they bid on them, or
Yes.
they will be given a slip to go to whoever donated?
Nope, it's, we have all the items there, we'll have everything there, gift certificates or whatever. Doors open at 9 o'clock, so people can come in, take a look at things. And it's not just a live auction, we do have a silent auction, and we have raffle items as well. So if they come in early, they can do the bidding on those things ahead of time. And then at 10 o'clock, Paul Roberts, he's our auctioneer, boy, can he play the crowd.
Oh, excellent.
It's
Oh,
just,
good.
even if you're not bidding on anything, Paul
He'll
knows
make
how,
it
he'll
one
make
bit.
it,
He'll
he'll
make
make
one
it
bit.
fun. It's just
Yeah.
a great day of hanging out and just watching.
And it's a good social time also.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And we mentioned, you know, I know my kids, you know, when yelling and screaming and finally, you know, liked it. Are you finding that there's popularity among the kids? They look forward to do this?
Absolutely, absolutely. They start talking, these seniors this year were talking to kids last year about what they did at Project Graduation. Because the younger kids are still in school. The juniors and seniors, the juniors and down are still in school after graduation. So when the seniors come back in to visit, they'll ask them, "What'd you do? What'd you do?" And they very excited about the idea of not only graduating but then having this super party to look forward to.
And what time do they start coming in
To Project Grad? Yeah. It starts at 10 o'clock at night.
And
so after graduation, they can have dinner with their parents and whatever.
They've had it by that time with their grandparents, aunts, and uncles that they want to go out.
They're ready to leave.
They're ready to leave, and so that's a perfect time for them to go.
And we've got lots of food. I mean, these kids, there's pizza and cake and cookies and drinks and all kinds of stuff there for them.
In addition to that, too, I'm sure you're always looking for chaperones.
The senior parents are the chaperones.
Okay.
Yep. And believe it or not, we actually have parents like myself. I did it when Sean graduated in 2010. It's really fun to go down there and spend the night watching these kids have a good time. So
you have a child in the program now.
That's
yes.
Yes.
And that's how we get involved with
Right.
my two sons. The years that they did it, it's your turn to and then you
That's right.
eagerly pass it along to the next class.
Just hand that box right off. The night after the auction, the day after the auction, I got home from somewhere, and there on my front step were the cans and the binders for the auction, because I had told somebody I was gonna chair it this year.
Oh, that was very
so
quick.
So they brought it over, dropped it right off of my front step, and I was ready to go.
You were ready to go to the next year.
Right.
So, but I guess, you know, if some parents, you know, are watching or listening and want to volunteer to do something in the program, who would be the contact person?
Well, they the best
Either work the auction or work that evening.
If they can contact me. My telephone number is 863-0850, and they can contact me, and I can steer them to whatever it is they want. If they want to help out with the auction, they want to help out the night of the party, if they want to work on the raffle, maybe selling raffle tickets for the quilt, soliciting businesses for donations. We're still looking for donations for the auction, as well as corporate donations. Some businesses don't have things to give, but they're more than happy to write a check to support Project Graduation.
And you in turn go out to buy the prizes to be either auctioned off or for the kids at Project Grad.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
How big is this year's class? Is it a good size class this year?
I don't even know.
You talk to your kids?
I do talk to my kids. And when I ask her, she's like, I don't know, look in last year's yearbook.
So one more time, it's where, when, and why?
It is the Lebanon Project Graduation Auction, Saturday, November 17th at Lebanon High School in the cafeteria. It's a live and silent auction. Doors open at 10, and the live auction with Paul Roberts begins at 10 o'clock.
Excellent.
And there's a concession stand too. I should mention that.
Oh.
So you can come in and you can have breakfast, you can have lunch. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving, so we have pies and cakes for sale as well. So people can buy pies and cakes for the holidays as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, Lorie, thank you very much for being with us today, and we wish you luck with
Thank you.
and I'm sure, do you have somebody lined up that you're going to do the same to them as the next morning, have something on their doorstep?
Not yet.
But
If
you're working on it.
anybody wants to,
They can.
they're welcome to call me at that number.
Yes. Well, thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
That's another program of Points of Interest brought to you by the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce. We'll be back next week with another program. Until then.